Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and welcome. And in today's video, we are diving into my recent obsessions. These 5 fragrances I have been wearing a lot of. These are all quite fall appropriate, even though the weather is not weathering for fall outside here in Georgia. I am in the fall state of mind, and so I have been consuming nothing but fall fragrances as of late. And you gotta get your nose on these, okay? I'm gonna just say that right now. These are phenomenal. A good little mix. We've got some sweet, we've got some sexy, and we have a little in between. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. So this first one is without a doubt the one I have been spraying the most. I did not expect for this fragrance to captivate me in the way that it did. It is not anything super complex. It is very different for the brand from what I've smelled, and I cannot quite calculate and why it has me in such a chokehold, but it does. Baby, can we talk about this doggone Forbidden Apple from Chris Collins? He really gave us girls a good apple scent. I don't have one, okay? I have smelled the apples, okay? Apple fragrances for me, they usually just wear bright, happy, a little fresh, girly. I know that Kayali has, what's the one in the black bottle? God, I cannot remember the name. It escapes me. I'm at that age, honey. But you all know what I'm talking about. It's like the one that has the apple and the rose and the patchouli. Not for me, okay? All the other apples just seem to be on that really bright, playful side. This is going to give you something that strikes a balance of a little bit more uplifted, romantic, feminine, but underneath that, she is very sensual. And it is because they have a ton of bourbon vanilla in the fragrance. And that completely takes it out of that category that I mentioned before. I just love the simplicity of this fragrance and just how addictive it smells when you put it on. It's very long lasting. It's got great performance. And I just think that if you're looking for an apple that stuns, honey, Forbidden Apple is it. This sold out so fast. I know Chris is like, what in the, yes, okay, I will, when they restock it, I'm stalking, okay? When they restock it, I will try to remember to announce it in the community tab, but Sephora is completely out. And the girlies are loving it. So if you are one that, if you smell the Chris Collins, okay, because I know especially in these bottles, they wear very complex. They are true to form niche. They wear with the sexiness, the edge. This is done in a very different way, but I say that in the best way. I love his other sexy fragrances, I do. But this one is absolutely for the girl. I'm not saying a guy can't wear it, but there is just something so flirty, but still very grown woman about this apple. So this features key notes of pomegranate pulp, red apple, and bourbon vanilla. This wears absolutely with like this gourmand touch to it. So I think if you love sweet fragrances, if you love a rich, warm bourbon vanilla, then this is like, you have got to get your nose on this. Again, this one is from the world of Chris Collins, and this is Forbidden Apple Croque Moi. This next one is no stranger to the channel, okay? When I tell you it is officially Mahni Cassonade season, it's time to bring her out, all right? I know it's still warm outside. We don't care, okay? We ready for all the compliments. So if you're not familiar, this is a vanilla fragrance I did in collaboration with Navitus. This is my first collaboration with the brand, and every time I smell this, I'm like, Sharita, you did this, you? And it's named after my child. Like, it's just so crazy. It's so crazy when I think about how special this fragrance is, not only to me, but to so many of you all out there. I'm just in disbelief that I had such an opportunity and I created something that in my mind really is a gem, a masterpiece in the world of so many vanillas out there. So Mahni Cassonade is all about cashmere, vanilla ice cream, and toffee. If I can give you just like 3 key notes, okay? It definitely wears with a really grown and sexy edge because you have a lot of amberwood. So I think if you love cashmere, if you love love woody fragrances, but you want something that is absolutely sugar sweet gourmand, then you have got to check this out. They have samples everywhere now, okay? Scent Split is going to be your best bet because they have all the sizes. Start with the 5 ml. Honey, it gets richer, it gets sweeter, it gets better with time, but right out of the box, she's going to give you some crazy performance, all right? But just know that when you circle back around in a few months, it's going to be even more like stellar. So this one is just, it's one I just love. And I know I'm biased, but let the girls chime in the comments below and they're gonna vouch for it, all right? So again, this one is Mahni Cassonade, and this is done in collaboration with yours truly from the house of Navitus. So this next one is one I recently also featured in my official fall fragrances video for us and the men, okay? Honey, I don't know what they put in this here potion. This smells so rich and it smells so sexy, but I do think for you to vibe with Havana Gold, you have to like fragrances, like you have to be comfortable with leather, and I think you have to be comfortable with a dry tobacco. This tobacco is dry aged, and honey, the Cuban cigars that are like featuring this kind of tobacco, I don't even want to know how many C notes you got to put down to get some of this tobacco, because this has got to be one of the most luxurious smelling tobaccos in my collection. There is nothing groundbreaking about the notes, I will say, but the class and the sophistication that you get in this scent, I cannot describe to you. It's very unisex. I would say it leans just a hair masculine because it is, you know, it's cognac, it's tobacco, it's leathery, but this benzoin has like this vanilla nuance. It's got like, okay, is there a little touch of honey on these tobacco leaves? I don't know. It's beautifully sweetened up, and it's done in a way that is going to make it so versatile for just the wear. It's quite unisex, so anyone can pull it off if you're comfortable with those deeper, darker, sexier notes. I think that so many deep, dark fragrances that feature these notes, I would put into that category of date night, but honestly, I could see a guy wearing this to work. Rest assured now, okay, there's gonna be chatter in these cubicles if any man wear this to work, but you could wear this to work. Of course, date not appropriate. I can even see someone wearing this in the day. There's something about the way they have blended this where the undertone is like, this is probably a little bit more versatile than some of these other tobacco fragrances that I have in my collection. So this one opens with notes of licorice, star anise, and mandarin. You have middle notes of tobacco, cinnamon, and benzoin, and you have base notes of leather, cypriol, and tonka. It's warm, it's sexy, it's very inviting, and it's rich. All right, so this one again is from the house of Dries van Noten, and this is Havana Gold. Okay, so next up on this list is a true beast. Such a love for last fall and winter, had to bring it back when I described to you how plain Jane this bottle looks, but this scent is anything but. Vietnamese coffee is going to knock you off your effing hose, okay? It's gonna knock you out your socks. You are gonna be very separated from your socks down the street. Like, that is how strong this thing is, but it is so good. Can I just take a moment of silence? I get a chill up my spine when I put this thing up to my nose, okay? When I want to feel the most comfort I can possibly feel from a scent, it's cold, okay? Or I have the AC turned down to 65 like it will be tonight. I got the fireplace on. I just want to be wrapped in comfort. I want to inhale something that is truly intoxicating. This is what I'm pulling for. I don't know what they put in this that makes it like, that just drives me crazy, but it is so good. It's not going to be blind by safe. Start with the sample. I started with a very tiny sample, I think a 2 ml, and as soon as this scent hit my little nostrils, I ordered a bottle. I was just like, and when I tell you I babysat that 2 ml, stocking, when are they gonna deliver this full bottle? Okay, because I don't want to run out of this. I had to smell it every day until I got my full bottle. And now that I pulled this back out for fall, I am obsessed. It's so strong. When I tell you, if you want to wear this out in public, public, you will be fine with 3 sprays. You will be fine with 3 sprays. Nuclear projection, crazy longevity. I would say don't wear this to work. Like, don't do this to the people. Wear this on a date night and wear this when you want to get noticed. That is what I would say. Vietnamese coffee is very strong coffee. You've got a really beautiful balance of dark chocolate. I mean, this chocolate is like, okay, we're talking 80% cacao up in here. That's what kind of dark chocolate we're talking about. And we have something that is balanced beautifully with a condensed milk note. It's just their balancing, okay? But the star of it all is the cedar wood. So it's going to make it very unisex, but it may be too much cedar depending on your personal taste. That's what I'm saying. Try it first, but it is the cedar that, oh my God. Just stop. Just get it away from me. Like, I'm not trying to get pregnant by a perfume. I'm not, okay? But let me stop. Let me get off this Vietnamese coffee soapbox. From the house of Vietnam, do yourself a favor and try it because you have nothing in your collection like it. All right, now that I've scared you off, probably, let's get into this last one. When I tell you this is the perfect time to bring out this lavender frothed milk, cozy comfort. I'm about to journal my thoughts away and enjoy my day and practice some self-care fragrance. That is exactly what Gentle Reminder is about. This is from the house of Snif. This is their collaboration done with Alex L. I don't know what Alex is doing with these ideas for her fragrances, but both of hers, okay? Heal the Way and Gentle Reminder, some of the best that the house has to offer. And I say that in a way that, like, y'all know I love each and every one of my Snif fragrances. I do. But there is just something about this coziness. And like, I have the warm and fuzzies just thinking about how these smell. And this is so beautiful. If you have not found a lavender that is wearable, if you cannot find one that doesn't wear, like, they many times can wear very astringent, harsh cleaning products for some people. Candle, like we're burning candles, fabuloso. No, okay? This is very creamy and frothy and fluffy and sweet and perfect. So if you're looking for something that is gourmand, that is unique to your collection, I think that you should get your nose on Heal the Way. These are niche fragrances that all wear very unique. All of them, but they're all so wearable. That is the fine line that this house just seems to get. They don't go over the line, at least as far as the 10, 11, 12 I got a lot of Snif fragrances, but they're all just very unique and they're all very wearable. And I love that for me. So Gentle Reminder opens with notes of sugar, milk, dates, and black tea. You have middle notes of purple yam, lavender, and you have base notes of Palo Santo. Who else has ube, purple yam in their fragrances? I don't know another. I really don't. And you actually get that. Like, this is a transported fragrance. It is taking me back to the very first time my daughter and I visited Japan and we had ube ice cream. So good. So good. But the black tea, it's giving it like this air of complexity with that Palo Santo. The dates, like you're literally getting date sugar. Y'all, I don't know how they do it. If you love lactonic, you want a good gourmand lavender fragrance with lots of purple yam, this is the one. You have got to try it, right? So again, this one is Gentle Reminder. I'm gonna have to gently remind myself to get her re-up because look at her, okay? She's not gonna make it. She's at the halfway point. From the house of Snif. All right, you guys, that is it from me. I have cut up on this video, but hopefully you enjoyed it, all right? Drop me a line below. Let me know fragrances that you have been obsessing over. A lot of sweet on this list today, but a little bit of sexy. And that's exactly what fall is about, all right? Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up if you did enjoy the content. If you're still watching, clearly you enjoyed it. Give me a big thumbs up or hype me up if you can. And I love you all, YouTube. I will catch you guys on the next one.